Hey guys, Michelle Fixit, June 29th, 2023. And I guess you guys are going to be my alibi because just did the 200, what is it? 200 North Holiday Street. For one, a sheet from the MVA, from the nice lady. Their phone number has changed. And then I decided to call before I went in there to see if I would have luck, because I like having plans and backup plans and stuff. Oh, jeez. I am totally not going to be able to get out of this parking space either. So I'm just going to patiently sit here. So essentially, I called, and it wasn't going to take very long. Found out that the number needs to be updated. And then waited for a couple minutes, talked to a lady, and it was like, very stale. How can I help you? What do you need? Da da da. And I'm like, oh, you are a grumpy person. You should probably deal with grumpy people all day. So it was very pleasant. It was very nice. I used her name with her and stuff. Like, that's a good way for you to like build rapport with people. And so I'm just kind of frustrated because even though I was nice and courteous and everything else, she was still grumpy. My nose is dry. Sorry guys. I'm just gonna have to deal with this for a moment. I always have a dried out nose. So, you know, it is what it is. And I was like, hey, I paid this thing. And she's like, okay, well, we can't do anything about it. You're going to have to call back in 3 to 5 days because our stuff is delayed and it takes 3 to 5 days for us to even see that you actually did pay the stuff. And garbacatas. Hopefully no one hits me. Backing out super slow. I'm a very cautious driver. And then like I was like, okay, so 3 to 5 days, that's it. And she was like, yep. And she's like, is that all you need? And I was like, yeah. And she hung up on me. And it's like, those calls are recorded. And it's like, okay, well, I'm sorry that you're such a pooper, like with your job. Like, maybe you need to find what your passion is, because clearly it's not customer service. And like, sometimes people have to have whatever job because of whatever's going on in their life. And I get that. But like, if you can't find a way, like you could literally put me in any job and I would find a way to be happy and help people. I would love to take that as a challenge. Like, really. I'll be a little garbage truck driver. I mean, those people are happy. A lot of them are. And they're doing trash. I got mad respect for the trash people. And like, I try to look out for the trash people and like tell people, because I have trash people, or I have had trash people friends, and they're like, hey, if you put glass in something, like, we can get hurt. And so like, put it in a cardboard box and label it as broken glass. So like, when I see somebody throwing glass away, I'm like, hey, put that in a cardboard box and label it as broken glass, because like, the stuff always has to go somewhere. Someone has to deal with everything. And like, if you're being a pooper, oh, little Bronco. If you're being a little pooper, then like, you're messing somebody else up and you don't even get to see them. But that broken glass goes somewhere, so put it in a trash bag. Or not in a trash bag, I don't know why I said that. Put it in a cardboard box and label it as broken glass, so that way if somebody ends up like down the chain dealing with that, they don't get themselves cut up. Because that's not cool. Also, you know, I understand the guys get hot. I get it. I think it's a huge, ridiculous, like, modesty and just practicality double standard that women cannot walk around without a top on and boys and like men do, because the way I was raised, with my infinite amount of, you know, male and female whatever role models, that's the equivalent of like a woman doing that. And I just saw a person without a top on, and it just, I can sort of deal with it whenever people are swimming, but I still divert my eyes because it just feels like too much. And so it's like, if we expect modesty out of women, we should expect modesty out of men. I mean, I know that like everyone would be all excited if I was walking around without a top on, except for like people that cared about me. They'd be like, what are you doing? And that's how it should be for guys. You should not be walking around without a top on. I'm just saying, it's rude and it's gross. Don't do it. mom advice for the day. And that stuff's rubbing off on Izzy, and it's going to rub off on Charlie, because now I have a boy cat. And my boy cat is going to be a very good cat. I have very high expectations for that little boy. He is going to be a great little mixture of everything, just like the girls were a great little mixture of everything. And he's going to know hard work, and he already opens doors, and he is a baby. So if I can teach my son, or my son can innately know to open doors for women, or men, or whomever, you guys can do it too. And I did message the Bruce cat, and the Bruce cat is in Paris Island. And so I was like, hey, congratulations, poke, poke, poke. And, you know, I don't know if he's going to respond again, but I would like to see my Bruce cat. I haven't seen him in a long time. He makes me happy. There's a lot of people that I would like to see more often because they make me happy, and I remember all their little details of their lives. Good, bad, and indifferent. I keep your little details, you know, socked away. And it's only if you decide to try to attack me that all your little details, you'll be like, no, she's got a really good memory, I never should have messed with her. No, don't try to hurt nice people, because nice people try to help people all the time. And then the mean people get all butthurt because they're like, oh, I can't believe that they told all my secrets. It's literally you were going for blood and you didn't expect me to protect myself. I'm a thinker and a very nice person. Just don't mess with me. I don't like having to defend myself and bark and bite and all that stuff. I do bark and bite. I just don't like to, because I can make people cry. And I don't want to make people cry. I want to make people happy. You know, it doesn't make me happy, the fact that these two really big trees got myrtleized. And I don't know why they got myrtleized. Somebody took out some shade trees. It's Baltimore. There's not very much shade tree stuff. And look, even the roads in Baltimore, they're just ugh, bad roads. It's ridiculous, because there's a lot of really awesome people in this city, and the environment's really not great. But I do like the, you know, it's the devil's busy and stuff like that. Cling to religion if that makes you feel better. Oh, look, and the one place that had water to help the people during the summer is under renovation. That's great. And it says neighborhood first. Well, you know what? The neighborhood would have been first. Now, all you have is a little sprinkler thing. You got a bunch of kids out there. Come on now. This is ridiculous. You know, whoever is the person for the water stuff, why couldn't you plan that project at a different time of the year? You know, summer is when children need water. And it's ridiculous. You start a project in the middle of the time where they need it the most. That's ridiculous. You do realize that everyone is working during the summer. The spring and the summer are when all the jobs happen, and sometimes trickles into the fall. Why don't you start that pool project fall and winter? And here's that sad, majestic church that had huge. Oh no! They took the whole roof off the church. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It's getting worse. Oh, and the glass is broken. Oh. Okay, I really needed that distractor dog over there. Man, that poor church. I don't know if they have the money's worth. That could be the death of the church, and people need church. Man, that's not cool. That's not cool at all. There's so many gorgeous churches out here. And they're so strapped for cash on these churches. At least the Catholic one, where they have one priest for 4 different churches, and he rotates depending on the day, I think, to try to keep the churches alive. I need to go and try some of those little churchy things and give them some money, do some tithing. It's I'm a big, personal relationship with God kind of person, and I joke about me being a bad Catholic, but the more and more I see for people and religion and all this other stuff, I'm not a bad Catholic. I think I'm a good Catholic. And I think some of the good Catholics have some of the stuff wrong with their stuff, because they care less about their fellow man than a lot of people do. And if you're not living life the way that God intended, whether it's written by a man-made book or not, or whether you believe in a different deity or deities than other people do, come on now, you've got to care about your fellow human. We're out here and our little crunchies being all squishy, and we just are always worried about somebody trying to squish us. And like, if people just tried to squish people less and not nice ways, then like the world would be a lot better place. I'm just saying. But you know, I'm just a cuckoo bird. Dumb girl stuff, haha. Getting into an area where I'm gonna flip you guys around. Oh, this was dead not too long ago. They brought all those houses back to life. I'm really proud of that. But I really see the gentrification happening in this area, and I'm not happy with it. And if Miss Maxine was still alive, like, I'd be really working with her to make sure that she was good, because there's a lot of old homeowners that have seen this neighborhood decline, and they've held on to their houses because it was all they had. And like, people really got to pay attention, because progress is coming, but progress is not always good for everyone. Some people get left in the dust with progress, and then they have to go find another area, and so all they get is like the crappy areas the whole entire time, and it's not fair. It's really, really, really not fair. Because if you can't handle someone or something at their worst, you don't deserve them when they're at their best. Because I'm pretty sure that my little house is going to start getting citations and this and that if I don't really tidy up the fronts and the backs. And it's messed up, because when I bought that house, there was a lot of bad traffic. It was before the cameras came in. I know a few people in the hood, and they were like, "What are you doing out here?" I'm like, "Hey, my life blew up. My life blew up, and I'm just pushing forward. Like, that's just it." I thought I won the husband lottery, and then that it was good until like it wasn't good one day, and then I lost my butt. My daddy cat dog got back and forth with like, you know, tell everyone the truth, and then don't tell anybody. And so it was like, I waited until that person bonded with me enough to let them know, and they understood why I was there. It made sense, and they became kind of protective of me. So it's like I have a little family that's a network here and stuff. And like, sometimes they forget that, and then, you know, the Aunt Michelle or the Miss Michelle stuff will pop out, and I'll get, you know, side hugs and stuff like that, because they know that I don't like to be touched, and like, it's their big thing. So they're very respectful, and they know that like, I don't care what they're doing. If they're doing some stuff that like is their stuff, that's a them thing. As long as they don't bring their stuff to my house or in my house or around me, I don't care. You do you, dude. I understand that your environment is so toxic. It's not cool. And then gradually they let me know more about this stuff, and then it's like an anthropological study, because there's really good people out here, and I've really just had a lot of not nice stuff happen to them. Like, lots and lots and lots of not nice stuff. And so when they tell me one of their not nice things, I make sure that they know that I've also had not nice things happen to me. And then we bond a little bit. Trauma bond. Trauma bond's actually a different thing, but I think when they see that other people have had similar situations, it's like you understand where I'm coming from a little bit. And it's a rapport building, camaraderie thing. Because there's so many good people out here. And I know exactly where this little project ends, because I saw it get designed several years ago, and I was the cuckoo bird saying that it was coming and going to happen. So maybe, just maybe, if I can get ahead with the houses and start strategizing and stuff like that, maybe I'll create a little safe haven for people that have seen this area go through the good and the bad and the ugly. Well, no, scratch that. They've seen it go through the bad and the ugly, and they're going to get kicked out whenever it finally turns good again. Wave theory management. It's coming. It's happening slowly. And people deserve to be able to stay where their homes are. And if their homes get better, then like, they should be good. I'm like, sometimes you see vehicles in neighborhoods that just don't belong. And I am a little judgy. So if the person seems like, you know, maybe this was their neighborhood at some point. Oh, look, it's the nail person. So I found out from some little birdies that our mail person is saying that they're going to do, well, it's not our mail person. Our mail person's really nice. Turns out there was a different mail person yesterday, and they were being not nice. about our furries, threatening to hurt our furries. So I'm going to consult with Crazy Cat Lady and find out if this mail person is the same mail person from before. And you guys might be along for a little bit of a ride, because I don't like it when people don't like their jobs and then they are threatening while they're wearing a uniform. Because USPS people make pretty good monies. I mean, maybe it's not the mail truck. I don't know. It kind of looks like it could be a mail truck. Might not be early enough in the day. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask Crazy Cat Lady about it. I might have to sit outside and ask to hear. I don't know. But yeah, this is my little reminder to check on that. And I have to send an email because USPS needs to know that one of their people is being very, very mean to their consumers. And our other mail person is awesome. So I don't know if this is our new person or just a sub. All right, bye.